and welcome back to another respawning video, where today we're going to be talking about FIFA 21 again, more specifically the FIFA 21 PS5 update, because there has been an update on the update. I'm quietly impressed. Now, the first thing that I noticed about this, it's a PlayStation blog update, so that's kind of the first alarm bell to me, is that this isn't EA coming out and being like, oh, this is the next gen features. It's on the PlayStation blog, and it's pretty much saying, here are the PlayStation features, basically. So I'm not sure how much of this applies to Xbox. Obviously, there's talk about like haptic feedback on the controllers and things like that. Obviously, that won't be an Xbox feature. But yeah, I just want to quickly run through it. It'll be a quick one today because it wasn't too much, and I'm just gonna kind of run through some of the details that they mentioned. First up, there wasn't really any footage. There was a quick sort of 30-second trailer, which I'll play now, which is just like pre-rendered stuff. I mean, I think it says using the game's engine or something, but you know, it's one of the things where you don't know how close to the actual final game that's going to be. But it looks pretty good, and Mbappe's face looks great, I'll say that. So if that does reflect what's in the game, then I'll be a happy boy. So let's actually jump into some of the things that are said on this PlayStation blog. Next level gameplay, where they basically talk about how FIFA 21 is going to make use of the new DualSense controller. Essentially just saying that, you know, whether you're scoring a last minute goal, or whether you're like hitting the post, or whether a defender's blocking the ball, or you smash one from outside the box, you'll feel that in the DualSense. So this DualSense, look at that bad boy. So, you know, and you're saying it's going to use the haptic feedback as well. So, like, pulling off a longer shot, you're going to feel a little more resistance, I'm guessing. And like I say, you hit that shot harder, you're going to feel more of a rumble than if you sort of tap it in or whatever. Yeah, and I do wonder how much, that's kind of the only thing they confirm on this. It says the adapted triggers on DualSense controller also allows us to increase trigger resistance as stamina drains. So I'm guessing that means as your player gets tired, like, you'll have to push down harder on the sprint button to actually get him to run. That's pretty cool. And I feel bad for Hav, who's not going to be able to ever make his players run anymore. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. It sounds like they're actually really making use of that controller. And that was a worry of mine going into the PS5 with the DualSense, was always, oh, my light keeps going off. Stop going off, light. Yeah, sorry, back to it. Yeah, my worry was going into the PS5 that basically the DualSense wouldn't be used by third-party developers as much, and it would be very much just the PS5 exclusives that got it. But this is a good sign. You know, this is like EA jumping right in on it. And so yeah, the use of the DualSense controller and the haptic feedback there. Next level visuals. So this goes into how the stadiums are going to look, and obviously a lot of the players are going to change. It talks about player faces in particular. It mentions Mbappe and Alexander-Arnold, and it says about how, like, it's got new technology to make their hair look more realistic, and, you know, better face capture technology or whatever else. Whether that's going to apply to every player, for some reason I've got a bad feeling it won't, but we'll see. So yeah, just better visuals is sort of what you expect. And then they really go into talk about the stadiums. They talk about a new deferred lighting system called Live Light. Rendering creates ultra-realistic football environments. So better lighting, basically. It's kind of what you'd expect. Thing is, you can't just brush that off as, oh, better lighting. Because I've been saying that, you know, about this upcoming generation. Oh, better lighting, oh, ray tracing, yada yada. But basically, what I've seen so far, like what I've seen on the PS5 so far, playing with like Miles Morales, for example, is the lighting looks fantastic. The ray tracing looks fantastic. You know, it actually makes way more of a difference than I was ever expecting. So if EA are going to use this on FIFA, then I'm a happy man. So yeah, live light rendering. It says it also combines with muscle flex, and this is what I was saying about the hair, strand-based hair technology, to take players to an incredible new level of detail. So yeah, I think that's just better, you know, better lighting, better facial animations, better, you know, textures on hairs and things like that. So that sounds pretty good to me. Next level atmosphere. It says, while we're all missing being inside the stadium watching our favourite teams and players, we know the incredible scenes and sounds that home and away fans create make football what it is. Yes, it does. I don't want any more games behind closed doors, please. I don't like it. It talks about, again, I'll cut this down. It talks about having a better atmosphere, and this to me is the most exciting thing about this whole PlayStation blog, is it talks about pre-match and in the game and stuff like that. So pre-match live is the feature, and pre-match live is sort of what we already predicted, judging on what we'd seen on a few cutscenes, that basically we're gonna see like fans going into the stadium before the game. Now we've already seen a image from, I think it was Anfield. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Anfield. So hopefully that'll flick up now and you'll see it. But yeah, it's sort of like players going into the stadium, and you know, the likenesses of like the players on the stadium and stuff like that, and it just looked really cool. So I'm guessing we'll get that, but not at every stadium. I'm assuming we'll get it at the stadiums where we already have the outdoor scans, if you know what I mean. So for example, as a Villa fan, I know for a fact Villa Park, I have never seen the actual outside of Villa Park. I've never seen it on the road or on the street. But when you're playing as Liverpool at you know, Anfield, or Man City at the Etihad and stuff like that, at Old Trafford for Man United, you see the outside of the stadium. At the Bernabeu for Real Madrid, you get it as well. So for the, you know, top quality teams, you see the outside of the stadium. So now I think you're just going to get that again, but you'll zoom in and actually see like fans going into the stadium. They'll build up hype for it. You'll probably have, I'm guessing it doesn't say, but you'll probably have the commentators like talking over it, building up the game. But yeah, it confirms that we'll have new cinematics, which is something I really wanted. I felt like it was one of the main things missing out of FIFA this year, was there weren't really any new cinematics. So it also goes on to say how they can reflect the incredible scenes to go alongside UEFA Champions League winning goals, relegation salving equalisers, and new big goal moments. Mean you'll see the absolute scenes in the stands. So I'm guessing what they mean there is obviously with the PS5, you're going to be able to sort of have a much better visuals on the crowd, on each individual crowd member. So I'm guessing that means you'll just see more like action from the crowd, if you know what I mean. You'll see more life in it, let's say. So that sounds pretty cool. What they're trying to say, long story short, let's just summarize all this, is basically we're getting new visuals. Lighting's going to look better. We're getting new animations before a game. They're basically giving everything a new layer of paint. And to be honest, that's all I wanted from the next gen version. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm more than happy with that. It sounds like the core gameplay isn't going to be touched. We're not looking like we're getting a new game engine, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, with dual entitlement and with getting free upgrades from the PS4, this isn't too much of a surprise. But yeah, I mean, just better looking visuals, better looking character models, better atmosphere in the stadiums looking better, getting new animations on those stadiums, stuff like that. You know what, this is more than enough for me, and personally, I'll take this. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to go over that. If you want to read it for yourself, you can do by going over to blog.playstation.com, you know, or just search PlayStation blog, get there in the end, PlayStation blog FIFA, and you will find it there. Once again, thank you for watching. As usual, make sure you hit that like button if you've enjoyed this, and subscribe as well. That'll help us out a lot. And remember to check out the website respawning.co.uk for all the latest news and reviews. Also, we're on podcasts now. If you want to watch the podcast, you can do on YouTube. If you want to listen to them, you can download them through your favourite podcast provider. Just search Respawn UK, you will find us there. And while you're searching Respawn UK, put that bad boy into Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you will also find us there. Once again, I've been Mikey, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.